misconstrued that every number in a financial statement is exact. There are estimates that are included in financial statements. That's very common. The city would have a number of areas where estimates are used, and we try to highlight some of those on the bottom of page 3 to the top of page 4. Walking through those quickly, we're self-insured for our workers' comp, so there isn't a computation that's done for incurred but not reported claims. There are some estimates and assumptions that are used to develop that number, so that's one of our key estimates. We talked about pension and OPEB, or post-retirement obligations. There are a ton of assumptions that are used that the actuary uses to put together those numbers. In fact, I had one conversation with the mayor earlier in the week, and he indicated really they're going to go back and revisit a number of those assumptions to see is there anything there in particular on the pension side that could change to potentially lower that future obligation and still make sense. So that's something that should be done, every other year or so with the actuaries to kind of walk through those assumptions.
Can I add that for an example?
Please.
I found out from the treasurer that the Police and Fire Pension Board had received the draft and she mentioned numbers, so I reached out. Jerry Taylor, one of the appointees outside of Police and Fire, we had just met, and I emailed him and Dan Missouri and said, did you verify that these things were included? Because talking with the actuarial, we make sure that we can include the fire changes that weren't effective till July 17th, even though their actuarial was dated, June 30th, 2012, so that it makes that, because it coincides with the fiscal year, we want to make sure that they include, as we stated earlier, the 8% contributions for the employees. They tend to take a standard incremental rate of increase, anticipate the rate of increase annually into their actuarial account. We said, well, make sure, fire went through a 10%